we are back on the Starship Enterprise, Season 7, Episode 19, which means this season of Star Trek can legally drink in Canada, I think, which is big because I got nothing.
Very last episode of TNG in the teens.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. You just had to hit me with that.
Also, we are officially a full season removed from the greatest Star Trek episode of all time, Lessons, Season 6, Episode 19.
Oh, yeah.
But the season actually has far exceeded my expectations, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think I fell victim to listening to what people say about things, and I thought, oh man, is this going to be a sad send-off? But for the most part, I love it. There's some really good ones.
Yeah, who knows? The rest of these could all be garbage, or they could all be great. You know, you never know, especially in TNG. But we've had ones we really enjoyed. The one we just came off of with Deanna, Eye of the Beholder, we had some confusions about or questions about, but we enjoyed it. So let's see what we got in store this week. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We took a walk in the Arboretum. We sat down, we got comfortable. Things got a little romantic, and then I rolled.
Oh!
Dizziness.
Oh my God!
Palpitations.
He looks different.
A stinging.
Get a hairpiece?
You think that'll be part of the plot?
I don't know.
Yes, well, this time I'm glad I did. Because maybe we can stop the cellular decay before it's...
Great camera work here.
You're sure?
I'm sure.
Now leave me the fuck alone.
Maybe it is Cymbeline blood burn.
No. I'll run a microcellular scan. We'll see.
She's like, I have real patients to get to.
Just diagnose himself on WebMD. Oh, I have a headache. Oh, you're dying.
Smallest patient doing?
I believe she is doing well. Her appetite is increased.
Spot, I'm guessing.
Probably, yeah.
Prenatal behavior.
Oh, she is getting...
Prenatal?
She's pregnant? Who pregnated Spot?
Electrophoretic activity. Is it serious?
Well...
Ranker in the background.
70, maybe 80 years.
80? Thank you, doctor. I feel much better.
Good. Now stay away from medical database.
Basically the WebMD.
Yep.
I believe I will preserve the mystery until then.
I don't want to know either. Spot's not the only one who's going to be a mother.
Wow.
Jeez.
How did Andrew take the news?
He was a little shocked, but he's getting over it.
Andrew, the one she got engaged to
Yeah.
on Lower Decks.
If my experience is any indication, he will need all the help he can get.
Nice. Just a nice opening about really nothing.
I love it.
It was really well directed too, like a lot of creative camera work there.
Yeah.
Just like, what is it, 4 different things going on. Barkley with his freaking hypochondriac stuff.
Yeah.
Riker, Data with the cat, and then Nurse Ogawa. That's awesome.
Great stuff.
We'll never see that baby though, because the show's over. So,
Right.
not that I care that much, but
Captain's log, stardate 47653.2.
Genesis, 6 seconds.
Have enhanced the targeting system for increased accuracy.
Sounds fascinating, Mr. Wolf. Please proceed.
This came out of nowhere. Love it. Who directed this?
Fire when ready.
They do not give a fuck about this new weapons system.
I happen to be a reasonably qualified pilot, number one.
Understood. Enjoy yourself.
Mr. Wolf, I think that you...
Oh shit! Whoa!
Whoa!
Me?
Oh, no.
Oh!
Report to Shuttle Bay 2.
Goodbye, Spot. I believe you are in good hands.
You have nothing to worry about, sir.
Gates McFadden. Wow.
The show's ending. You want to do one?
Look at this fucking work here. God damn it.
I'll have Jordy run a diagnostic on the torpedo bay itself. Maybe he can find something.
Must you stand so close to me?
You've been working for 6 hours straight. You're tired. Take a break.
But
It's an order, Lieutenant.
Ooh, here we go.
caviar for lunch.
I'm in the mood for something salty. Besides, it's no stranger than what you're eating.
Fair.
Have you noticed how dry the air is on the ship?
Nice.
Go.
Mmm.
Does Michael Dorn have his regular teeth in?
I guess maybe it was too hard for him to eat without.
Probably, yeah, probably fuck up the teeth.
Maybe you should get some rest.
Perhaps you were right. If you will excuse me.
Jeez, dude.
I didn't mean right now.
So something's clearly going on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, I knew Gates would do that for us.
Just all credit for everything in this episode.
Yep. So fucking badass.
Even in pajamas. How odd. I would say, like, is it returning him to, like, a more Klingon-esque state, but it...
When we found the power fluctuation.
What are these fucking angles, Beverly? Gates.
Now that she's the commander, she can be in the chair more often?
Computer, reset environmental controls to standard.
Worf, it's freezing in here.
It is too hot.
Live with it. I need a bath. You have the bridge.
It's just that easy to leave the bridge.
Looks like a ruptured conduit.
Yes.
No problem. I'll just bypass it.
Okay, so he's got an extreme amount of energy. Troy's cold. Worf is irritable.
Freaking out.
We received a communication from Starfleet.
Two randoms here.
Yeah.
The ones we've been testing for the past few days.
No, he's forgetting.
Tell them we haven't finished yet.
Oh, wow.
What the?
You know the best part of this is? No fucking idea why this is happening.
Nope.
Except maybe from whatever planet they were at in the beginning of the episode.
Computer, increase temperature by 5 degrees.
Get out of that water now.
Leave me alone!
He's fucking Biter?
Oh my god.
It's so cold in here.
Your temperature's dropped almost 8 degrees.
Oh! Okay, his mouth isn't that fucking big.
Call Dr. Solar and Dr. Hakopian.
Dr. Solar!
I want to check on Lieutenant Worf.
Get out of that water.
Worf, have you had any unusual symptoms lately? Headaches, nausea, dizziness?
Oh! Was that a friggin' tumor?
What is this? Worf, how long have you had this on your neck?
Bro, it's not talking.
Open your mouth.
Oh! Shit! Oh my god! Hell, that score coming in too.
Oh my god.
She's going to need reconstructive surgery.
Oh my god.
I think one thing is clear. There's some sort of disease aboard the Enterprise.
Where's Picard been the whole time?
Picard and Data are on that thing to find the missile.
Oh yeah.
They were just dismissed for this episode, I guess.
I've called for a level 2 security alert. Do you think we should go to a level 1?
I don't know. What do you think? Computer?
Awaiting authorization.
He forgot his pin.
I've been in this exact same situation.
We are en route back to the Enterprise.
They're gonna come back and it's insane.
I found it, sir. 2 light years away.
Whoa.
Set a course.
It's flipping around like that?
And who's taking care of Spot right now? Cat could be giving birth and everyone's losing their minds. Oh, Data just has to flash the light. Then it's over. The game.
Oh yeah.
This fucking score, dude.
Is that the Venom?
Its Worf could be a giant snake monster.
shots of the shadow on the wall.
Gates fucking McFadden. Ah, skin.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Like a snake-type animal. Shedding.
These are Counselor Troy's quarters. Can you tell if she's inside?
No, sir.
No, you can't tell, or no, she's not. Oh my God. She's just dead? Oh! Was she turning into a fish?
I think.
Her genetic codes are being resequenced.
Oh, look at her gills.
At a fundamental level, sir, she is no longer human.
And that's why she thought the air was dry.
She has been injured.
Look at those contacts, damn.
Let's go to the bridge.
This is fucking crazy.
Now imagine them filming that scene and not just fucking laughing your ass off. Like, how hard would that have been?
Oh.
Like, I get it, they're professionals, but...
Yeah. I just want to see what everyone else turned into.
Well, this guy looks dead.
Yeah, he looks fucking gutted. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
His upper spinal column has been broken in 3 places.
Looks as though he's been attacked by an animal.
Oh, the blinking consoles in the back.
Yeah.
Kudos to that guy staying still.
With his eyes crossed.
It looks as though the entire power transfer grid has been destroyed.
You know, and it sucks for that guy, because once they fix all this, he'll still just be dead.
Yeah. Nice little red shirt death.
Oh, it's Riker?
He turned into a caveman?
Well,
He's giving the finger.
Yeah.
What?
He did the no-sell with the back, with a chair shot to the back. Data, man, no hesitation, though. I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah.
Captain, I believe the crew is de-evolving.
Genesis is like new life, right?
I mean, yeah, Genesis is in, like, the start of something.
Yeah. Alright, we gotta see what Worf looks like.
I feel I must inform you, sir. You have also been infected by the Intron virus. I believe you will also de-evolve into an earlier form of primate, to a lemur or pygmy marmoset.
Well, I am not doing that, so...
The computer in my quarters has an independent processing and memory storage unit. Should not have been affected.
Data's gonna de-evolve into a simple calculator.
No, he's gonna de-evolve into current chat GPT.
Oh no, even worse. Data, everything I'm asking you, you're giving me the wrong answer.
You're absolutely right.
Just tell me if you don't know.
Would
You're
you like,
right.
Would you like me to write you a 2-week program?
I hear that Spot has had her kittens.
Oh. Hopefully she's okay.
Yeah, and how about Nurse Agawa? Is her baby okay?
they sound hungry.
Yes.
Oh god, where's Spot?
Oh. Just became a reptile. A lizard. Someone become a spider?
Oh. Barkley, maybe? Oh my god!
Spider.
Yes, sir. Are you all right, Captain?
Oh, is Picard afraid of spiders?
You may be experiencing the initial stages of your transformation.
Oh, that too.
Early primates were often prey to large carnivores.
So was Riker's memory loss just him being stupid?
He's just becoming a caveman.
He's becoming dumb.
Holy shit.
I have analyzed Nurse Agawa's...
Oh, that's Nurse Agawa. Here we go. Come on, we gotta have the reveal.
Come on.
It is heavily armored with an exoskeleton.
What an effective commercial break.
Listen to that. He sounds very angry. Really aggressive.
He's
Whoa!
My God.
I'm extracting a blood sample from one of her sebaceous glands where the pheromones are produced.
You know, people argue about, oh, Data's a danger to people on the ship, but also, he's going to save the fucking day here.
Yep, yet again.
Oh!
Well, it seems that the doors are pretty strong, at least.
Yeah.
Is he going to do what he did in Disaster?
Yeah, I was
Climb
thinking
up
that too,
through the
yeah.
hatch?
I think there's over 1,000 people affected with this shit. And who knows?
Oh, was that the Venom?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Who knows what kind of Klingon animal he is?
Yeah.
God, dude.
Oh yeah, or probably some, yeah, venom, acid.
Oh, electrocute his ass.
I can release it into the ship's atmosphere in a gaseous state. However, it will take some time to take effect.
Get the fuck out of there, dude.
Let's hope that when you wake up, you're a new man.
I don't know if he can. I don't know if there's anywhere to go.
Commander Data has succeeded in returning the crew to normal. The synthetic T-cell she used to cure Mr. Barclay's Urodelan flu.
So this is my fault.
It started activating all of them, including your introns.
And that's what
This is a completely new disease, and it's traditional to classify a new disease with the name of the first diagnosed...
Barclay's disease!
How about Barclay's protomorphosis syndrome?
it has a nice ring to it. Thank you, Doctor.
I fucking love Dwight Schultz, dude.
He transformed into a spider, and now he has a disease named after him.
I think I better clear my calendar for the next few weeks.
Oh, fucking beautiful! Oh.
You know, I like to think that the chief over on Deep Space Nine still keeps up with what's going on by, like, reading the logs of what's going on in the Enterprise. Just imagine I'm reading this. Are we fucking serious?
What the fuck? Keiko, do you see this? Agawa, turn into a monkey. Do you believe that? Wolf!
He's like, damn Barclay, of course.
Oh, that fucking Barclay. He always was a problem.
We just watched Genesis, episode 19 of season 7 of The Next Generation, and now we're going to talk about it. But first, our whiteboard reactions. And I put a question for mine, Alex, because I need to know at this point. I guessed, what can't Gates do? And I underlined the S.
Okay. Well, what I did is that, because I forgot to make this joke after we watched the last episode of Deep Space Nine, I put a heart, and I was going to flip it to a B last week, because, it kind of looks like a B, but that is not how I feel about this episode, because I'm going to write a big, giant fucking S for this episode, because God fucking damn.
Woo!
Gates McFadden, what a huge pop for the directorial debut of her in the Next Generation.
Star Trek,
yeah. And just out of the gate with the great cold open scene. There's 4 different things going on, cameras going all over the place, great shots, and as the episode goes on, just such creative camera work. I think one of my favorite ones was very simple when Worf's at the desk and he's getting frustrated, and then he's like, "Brr!" And then you can see Riker through the little gap.
Yeah, the little thing in the
his head turn, and he stands up and he comes around. When they're in engineering and the one way up in the corner, just so much great stuff here. And simple idea: what if the crew just de-evolved? And I totally thought the episode was just going to be all focused around people who are left on the Enterprise. But no, the episode does a complete shift. And then now we're with Picard and Data, and it turns into almost a little horror movie, a little monster movie episode. And from the practical effects and everything, everyone's performance, it was fucking great. It was fucking amazing.
Yes. I'll start this off by, this isn't even really a complaint. This is more of just like a I wish. I wish this was a 2-part episode where the entire first half was everyone devolving on the ship, and the entire second part was Picard and Data coming and figuring everything out, because I loved both halves of this episode, and I just wish I had both halves more, because they were each like a great episode tied together, and it literally just shifts over right in the middle after the I think it was it when he sprayed Beverly with venom? Was that the last thing that happened before they switched? Or no, it was Riker forgetting his pin or whatever, which I think was after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in my head, of course, I'm joking. Like in my head, when we're watching it and it comes up, after we're already praising the direction, not knowing, and it's directed by James McFadden, I'm thinking, oh, grab the whiteboard now, S. It doesn't matter, but it's hilarious because it genuinely is not only excellently directed, but just an amazing episode. And like I thought after Lower Decks, after watching that, I'm like, that was one of my favorite episodes of the show, and I'm like, okay, well, that's the best episode this season. Like, hopefully, there should be some more good ones. But then it's like, wait. Not yet. Like, don't count out the show out yet, because, I mean, I've enjoyed some other ones since then, but then this one comes along, and it's like, this might be my favorite. I mean, how incredible. And I haven't looked at Gates McFadden's IMDb or anything. Has she directed anything else? Because she's great at it, and almost a little bit of, annoyance that, I mean, I'm going to assume this is the only one she directs because it's, 6 episodes left or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, assuming that, it's like, damn, imagine she had been a director for as long as Frakes or Jonathan Frakes or Patrick Stewart, or even Laura Burton, got a couple. And it's like, I mean, so awesome. Glad that she got this one here, but damn, missed opportunity because of how great the direction was. Also, has she ever directed just a horror movie? Because she'd be great at it. All of the direction in the second half, all those reveals, the jump scare with Barclay as the spider, the best jump scare in Star Trek.
Yeah, definitely the most effective, and it was great. And I think the sound was just him banging against the table. And the score, too, throughout this entire episode, the eerie, scary movie tone that they... it was all fantastic. And got to give it up for Dwight Schultz and his new hair that he went to. What's that country everyone's going to now?
Oh, yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah.
I don't know the country, though.
Oh, what's the name of the country? Someone's going to comment it. But yeah, he got the little hair transplant or a little hair piece. I think it looks okay. It looks good. I mean, we know what he looks like beforehand. So hey, if it makes him feel better,
yeah, whatever makes you feel better.
Whatever makes you feel better. And I was very surprised that he wasn't the shining focus of the episode. I would be welcome to it. Okay, great, a Barclay episode. But he was in it a good amount, but he wasn't the main thing about it. So I thought that was interesting.
I feel like that's happened a little bit more and more as the show's gone on, is when he shows up, like you think about Ship in a Bottle.
Ship in a Bottle, yeah.
That's not a Barclay episode, but he's in it. And I like that, because he's just, part of the crew. I wish he was in the show more, but it's cool to see him here. Has he been here at all this season? This was his first time here?
Maybe, yeah.
I think Ship in the Bottle was the last time,
I think it was last season, yeah.
Yeah, so great to see him. I'm glad he got an inclusion.
Yeah, and he was just absolutely fucking on it this episode. He didn't have like one weird, hypochondriac, but it wasn't too much. And just the little stuff he does. My favorite thing at the end when he's talking to Beverly and someone walks by and he just goes that wave to the person who's walking by. It's like, I fucking love the guy so much.
Great stuff with, we get, Spot has kittens. That's awesome. Nurse Ogawa is pregnant. And, you talked about the score. Score was excellent, but also I got to give it up. Solo writing credit, Brandon Braga. And, mixed bag in the past, but the dude, I don't know if this was what he did on purpose, but it just feels like every time he's the one to write it, it's this weird-ass story. And, I talk a lot about, when I watch Star Trek, I care about the characters. Like, I want the character stuff. I don't need this random sci-fi plot of the week. But when someone like Brandon Braga comes in, he has a pretty good batting average, not perfect, but pretty good, where he's going to write a good one-off story that is really interesting and weird. And I'm pretty sure he wrote the last one too, with Troy, with the Eye of the Beholder. Pretty sure that was him, and Renee maybe was on there.
Oh yeah, it was a duel,
And when he writes it, it's like, this is a crazy idea. And, it reminds me of like sci-fi movies that I like Predestination, where it's just like a really crazy idea. And yeah, that can work in Star Trek too. I mean, Remember Me was my favorite episode for a while, and that's just like a one-off weird, Twilight Zone-esque episode. This was kind of in that vein.
Yeah, and we were off camera talking shit about a YouTube commenter about someone said, I think it was on Dark Page, where someone said, "Oh, this isn't Star Trek." It's like, get the fuck out of here with the, Star Trek's got to be the one boring plot and the B plot, and they're very loosely related to every other Star Trek. No, it's like, no. Star Trek, I think when it's best is good character stuff, but also when you go fucking way out there and you just go for it. And the amount of effort that this episode had, especially with the practical effects and costumes and all that. I mean, this shit all over Troy and Worf, that whole exoskeleton. Fucking Barkley, that looked fucking amazing. That was like movie quality. I think it all looked great.
I love the restraint of filming Worf in the dark.
Yeah,
and not showing too much of him. And then when you finally get that shot of him, it's still in the dark, but you get that shot where he's like, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, the lighting, yeah.
Great creature, effects, makeup, and lighting, but also the direction too.
Yeah, and talk about sometimes with a senior writer who's been around for a while, you get little scenes, the little teases like, oh, is there more going on? Have they continued this? Troy and Worf at that meal together. It's like, oh, she's in a very casual attire here. Are they talking more?
Yeah.
Have they talked about their shared experience of having a relationship?
It almost seemed like they were dating, like the way they were talking to each other. She's like, oh, we're supposed to have lunch. What the heck? And they're like bickering with each other like a married couple or something. I loved it. And then when he, after he bites her and everything, Picard's like, does he see her as his mate? It's like they're really pushing this.
Yeah, that's right. It was weird. I loved all of it. It would go into super serious, dark, scary tones, and then, especially during the Picard and Data stuff, it almost felt like they hit pause. All right, we need to explain what's going on here. We need to give a scientific reason for all this. Like, the episode just stopped. They got all their scientific talk out, and then it just picked right back.
Yeah, back up. So and I actually enjoyed that, and it was very interesting, and it was a good use of technobabble where they simplified it enough where I followed everything Data was saying. None of it was like, what did he say? Like, it all made perfect sense. Maybe that's because they're dealing more with like human biology versus like straight up science fiction. Like,
yeah,
obviously this is fake what they're talking about in terms of it happening, but the actual way he breaks it down in a biological sense, is logistical. It makes sense. So it was easy to follow. It did slow down the action of the episode or slow down the pace of it, but I thought it was okay because of like where the episode was at. It was better to be this slow burn, slow discovery of around the Enterprise, and when they find Troy in a tub, dude. At first I'm thinking she's face down, and I'm like, oh, she's dead. It's going to be another dream thing again. And then when she flips over and she's a fucking amphibian, I'm like,
oh yeah, the context, the fucking moving neck and all that.
Yeah, the gills, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was afraid we weren't going to see much of anyone. I was afraid it was all going to be... I mean, would I have liked to see even more, maybe? Like what happened to Geordi?
Yeah, I never saw Geordi.
You never saw Geordi, and maybe that's a cut scene.
And didn't even see Beverly. Like, after she gets the venom, like, we don't see what ended up happening to her.
No, I think you just see Beverly's hands, I think. She's, like, under a blanket in sickbay. But Agawa, too. Like, that whole fucking...
Planet of the Apes level.
Yeah, that was fucking amazing. I was going to say something else. Worf's teeth. I mean, Michael Doran's real teeth when he's eating that shit.
Yeah, how do you think about that? What do you think about the fact that they were like, well, we can't use the Worf teeth, I guess, because you're eating, so...
I mean, he tried to cover it up.
Yeah.
But,
has he never eaten before on camera?
I want to say he has, but I don't know. It was so weird. It like made his face look different.
Yeah,
almost.
It's the only reason it's odd to me is because like it's such a specific feature to him that like to just be like, oh, just don't wear him this scene then, it's fine. It just seems like an odd choice. But at the end of the day, who cares? Like, we know he's wearing fake teeth, but it is interesting, though.
Yeah. And speaking of what I was saying earlier about just little character stuff, I just love how Worf is like so excited about testing this new weapon system. Just Picard and Riker are just, okay, fire.
And how about how the weapon system thing, it actually didn't have anything to do with what happened? Like, because that was the first thing that went wrong, and I'm like, oh, something's wrong with the ship. But no, it was the Barkley thing. It had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
So that was literally him, it just messing up and him, getting mad about it, which was pretty hilarious. I mean, maybe he messed it up because he was already affected, but I think it was just the weapons thing messed up.
Yeah, maybe it was a brand new weapon. I mean,
yeah.
That shit's going to happen.
But that was a great shot, too, right at the start where Worf's up there and then Picard just emerges from behind him.
Yeah, just from out of nowhere, yeah. Oh, such good stuff. And one of my favorite shots also. I mean, they do it quite often. But just when they're at, here's the view screen, the bridge, the upper level, and then when they're at the stations behind there. I don't know, I just love when the camera's down and they're looking at him. Like,
with the two guys?
Yeah,
that was great too because the two guys were talking to Riker and he's off screen and then he just walks in, like into the center. It was that was good too. And then that's when he starts forgetting things for the first time, I think, when they're asking about the weapon system. Like, what do we tell them? And he's like, tell them we're not done.
yeah, that. But I mean... the point of view is from where the station is. Like, they're at the stations in the back.
Oh, okay.
On the upper area, yeah.
Looking at the view screen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
And the cameras are basically where the view screens, where the stations are at.
Got you, like from the point of view of the console.
Yeah. Anytime we can see, like, the upper stuff. I love that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if we missed anything, but Marina Sirtis was great when she was in the first half, having her effects and the whole like being cold, and then she just in the tub, just like. And I was thinking about like, have we ever seen? This is a weird thing. Why would we see it? But just like someone in uniform, just like soaking wet, because like the uniform is like a full body. It almost looks like a wetsuit or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that can't be comfortable. Like those suits already can't be comfortable, and then you have to get soaking wet. It's probably, imagine peeling that off. Like,
Oh God, yeah. I think the actors were complaining how hot they were sometimes, right? Or Kirsten Dunst was talking about that.
About how itchy it was.
Yeah. It's, oh man, no thanks. But that was a great scene too. She's in the captain's chair. Raised temperature by 5 degrees. Worf, ignore that order. Return temperature back to normal.
Yeah, and then she's like, deal with it. Do my original order. That was great. Gates McFadden's really one big acting moment. I mean, she was a part of the whole beginning and then obviously the ending, but her one big acting moment with Worf, I loved that whole scene where she's like, what is that? And she's like, a venom sac, open your mouth, gets sprayed. She's like, ah! And it's just like, it's over the top and corny, but it's one of those episodes that it's so great, because of that.
Yeah. She needed facial reconstruction surgery.
Yeah, but it's in the future, so that just means she's fine.
That's popping a pimple in the future.
Yeah. It was exciting to watch. It was one of those rare, I don't want to say rare, but one of those times where you just genuinely are excited the entire time, like oh, this is awesome.
I was on the edge of my seat. Of my seat, especially whenever the Enterprise is dark. I love that. Or just them coming onto the Enterprise first with that weird perspective shot of the fucking shuttle looking gigantic. And then they're just in the shuttle dock and it's just all dark. It's like, ooh.
And the Enterprise like floating around in space. Yeah.
Just great.
And yeah, just everything, the atmosphere, everything was great. Now, all said and done, you go back and revisit this one. What is it going to be on rewatches compared to first time watch? I don't know. I think I'll still definitely enjoy it, but you're talking, our journey is mainly a first time watching journey. You're talking about first time watches. I think this is one of my favorite ones. I mean, it was exciting the whole time. It was completely different, The only real other similar one is maybe you could say like a Night Terrors, but this one was, I felt like even further than that in terms of the crazy stuff we saw.
Yeah.
And it was almost like if The Naked Now was a good, interesting episode. Instead of like a virus infecting the ship, but actually in a fun, good way that's different and not just a bad remake of Naked Time.
They finally figured it out 7 seasons later of what they can do.
The virus trope episode, finally good.
Finally. You just needed that little cure. And that cure was Gates McFadden. But 2 things I remembered. One, I love whenever it was Riker. Whenever his mind started to go, you just hear a ba-ba. A little heartbeat. That was great. And then get out of that water, woman. With Worf.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of that water.
He's like, come here.
Get out of that water.
I was like, oh my God, he was crazy. And just the whole scene with him eating too, when he's just like,
yeah.
And he's like, fine. He's throwing stuff around.
When he bit into her face, that was the craziest part. Oh man, I was hoping he'd be a giant snake and just.
Oh yeah, when you first said that, and then they showed the shedding.
Yeah.
So what ended up being who was shedding? Who do you think?
It was probably Worf.
Or do you think it doesn't matter? Like it was just someone on the crew?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, probably.
Because everyone's changing.
Yeah, they probably didn't want to fucking do that. How were they gonna?
I guess it could have been Worf, but I loved his design though. That was awesome. I'd love to see like behind the scenes maybe photo of it or.
Yeah, I can just imagine the history of Klingon ancient species and how fucked up and crazy they were. Even their species now, fucked up. So if you don't know what we're doing, we're going over to patreon.com/target audience, where we're going to look at our patron takes. And if you're wondering what that is, for every single episode of Star Trek that we watch, we put up a little post, and under that post you can put a take, your take on the episode, a paragraph long, maybe less. And do you love the episode? Do you hate the episode? Is there a fun fact? Is this the first episode of Star Trek? Well, whatever you want it to be, make it unique to you. Because we want to know, and there's a chance we're going to read it right now. So go over to patreon.com/target audience and let us know your take on a Star Trek episode.
Captain Chris Dorn, big props to the makeup department. This episode really gave us the horror-like feel. Gates McFadden did good on direction, and poor Barclay getting a disease named after him. I give this a strong A+.
That's a winning score. That's a passing score. Llama. The makeup. The lighting. Neanderthal Riker. This one has everything. As a fan of damaged shipset episodes, this one does it for me. It's kind of funny that just Riker's reversed to a dumb Neanderthal, and earlier in the episode he's just talking about, oh yeah, I was about to bang someone. It's like, oh, of course.
Oh yeah, and then he rolls over in the Arboretum.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Michael Ministo, this is another season 7 episode that is generally panned by fans, but it's always been one of my favorites. The makeup department does an amazing job. Worf is genuinely terrifying, and we get one of the few actual jump scares of the series with Spider Barkley. Yes, it doesn't make a lot of sense scientifically, but it sure is a lot of fun. Now, this has a flat 7 on IMDb, so panned, we'll see. Maybe there's people in here that don't like it. There's definitely so far they've been positive, but we haven't gotten that far into them yet. So I'm curious if there's people in here who do not like it outside of. Michael here says doesn't make sense scientifically. You're watching a fake show in the future. It doesn't make sense scientifically. I hate to break it to you guys. This show doesn't make sense scientifically.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, no matter what long scenes they have with the technobabble, it doesn't fucking matter. I mean, I'm sure it means something to someone, but you have to remember, it's not real.
It's not real, just like pro wrestling.
Sixto, I don't tend to make note of the direction that much, but this episode makes me angry Gates wasn't directing much earlier, much like you were. Ooh, and the things they didn't let her do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I'm curious. Again, I haven't looked at her IMDb, and I'm low-key kind of scared to, just in case. I don't want to spoil myself, so I'm holding off. But I've never heard of her directing anything, and maybe it's something that maybe she didn't want to, or maybe it wasn't something that she did, and then when they asked her to, she did it. I mean, or I don't know what the situation is. Maybe someone will put it in a take here, but
yeah, it's funny when I spoke to her and said, "Oh, I haven't finished season 7 yet," and then she starts talking about Sub Rosa. I'm very surprised she didn't mention directing an episode.
Oh, I direct one.
Yeah, because I would have been. Oh, really? Really? I just told you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't realize, I don't think most people care. That's the thing. I don't think most people, Sixto says here, I don't tend to make note of the direction that much. I'm sure when people are watching and it's Jonathan Frakes, Gage McFadden, LeVar Burton, Patrick Stewart pops up, people probably go, oh, nice. But that's probably the extent of what people care.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck about Robert Weimer or fucking Cliff Bowl. I think people now, because of us, are starting to...
On our videos, yeah.
Take note of that.
But so with that being said, it doesn't surprise me she wouldn't bring it up immediately, but she definitely could have. I could have seen it.
Yeah. If she never directs again, I think she just got all of her good ideas out right away, because it was just shot.
But a lot of those shots I would have loved to have just been regular shots in the show.
Yeah.
Not every creative shot has to be, oh, we did that one time. It's like, make it a regular, it was really good. I want to know who was actually working the camera in the opening scene where it's like a whole tracking shot and she's on camera the whole time. Is she telling the people, hey, do this, or before they start?
She was a choreographer, right? So she was probably detailing it out like a choreography thing. Okay, she was blocking out the set, blocking out the movement, the A to B. Yeah, I would love to see the process of that happening. It'd be funny to know if one of them, the actors who ended up directing was just a giant dick. What if LeVar Burton was just a fucking asshole?
He was cool as an actor, but then once he became a director, guys, no messing around this week. Okay, LeVar.
God damn it, Jonathan, you missed your fucking mark. Excuse me?
Eric Trailer says, this has always been one of my favorite episodes of Season 7. It's got everything you would ever want from sci-fi. Barkley, monsters, a ship of horrors, and jump scares. This episode has it all. It's an easy S for me, hands down. Eric, you sound like my kind of guy, man. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, you want to hang out?
Want to hang out? Join the bridge crew. Oh, well, here we go. You just brought this up. Misty Step. Can you believe this is the very first episode of Star Trek I ever saw?
Oh, that'd be a great fucking start. Yeah.
Not only that, but I caught this on TV halfway through the runtime, so I missed the first half of the episode. I was a kid at the time, and I asked my dad, a big TOS fan, what's a Klingon? Nice.
And I'm sure your dad said nothing good about Klingons.
He said, let them die.
Let them die. Well, I just remember what the Klingons looked like.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're just...
Well, maybe the dad was like TNG too, and was watching it too.
Yeah, probably. People talking about, oh, they got the evolution wrong. It makes no sense. I think Picard and Data even said, oh, they're pulling from other... Because of these things, they're pulling from evolutionary traits from other species, not just their own.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pretend that I have any idea how any of that works. If someone wants to say that it doesn't make sense, okay.
Yeah, the intrions or whatever they're fucking called. It didn't pull just from whatever species they are, because obviously I don't think a fucking cat, a cat came from a fucking iguana.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't think it matters. Also, I've been scrolling through a lot of these. I can't find a single thing negative about this episode that's not having to do with that. Like, not having to do with it doesn't make any sense, basically. Which, so if that's why people don't, if that's the only reason people don't like it, okay, fair enough, because that's like on the bottom of my list of things I will ever care about in any episode. I mean, we just watched Masks. You want to talk about an episode that doesn't make any sense? I mean,
That episode made sense to you?
Yeah, so it's like, I'm glad that there aren't any complaints about things that actually, matter, like the acting or the writing. John Pierce. This is my favorite episode of TNG.
Wow!
The image of the Enterprise, dark and in a slow roll, put me on edge, and the episode didn't let go. Solid est and best horror episode in Trek. I would say definitely the best horror episode of the ones we've seen. So many of them outside of Night Terrors are like half. Like, oh, we tried to kind of do horror. I mean,
Yeah.
Sub Rosa's kind of like gothic horror. But like, this is the first time they're like, we're just doing a full horror episode. We have our science explanation to put it in the show, but it's a horror episode. Body horror, creature feature horror, and it was great.
Yeah, I second all of that. Oh, Keith S. This is probably why Spot became a girl in Force of Nature. Do you think they pre-planned this?
Oh, that's actually a good point. That's a good point. I feel like they're not that, not to be mean, I feel like they're not that well prepared to
No.
like, let's change the gender of Spot for this episode we're going to do in 4 months or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think they care that much.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
But maybe. Sometimes I do underestimate them. Maybe. Here we go.
My theory is that Spot is actually one of the 12 male feline cats that that Data mentioned are on board the ship, and they just switched out because he mentioned that Spot gets out. And
Oh, yeah.
he just didn't notice that. Yeah.
You just didn't notice. All right, Alex, you ready to get mad? I found one.
Yeah. Let's see.
Jovette.
Oh boy.
All caps. I hate this episode. I don't state that lightly. The premise is ridiculous. Scientifically preposterous, even. The behavior of Picard is not at all realistic. I can understand Data being matter-of-fact, but not Picard. The diverse devolution of the human crew is absurd. Worst of all, this episode is not entertaining. Not boring, but not entertaining. Not quite as camp as Xena, though. Never seen Xena. E+, if only because it's the third worst episode of the series. I usually complain when people don't put in reasons, so I'll at least say you typed out a whole thing, but writing it, I'm trying to pick out, like, okay, the premise is ridiculous. I don't care about that.
They explained why Picard was acting the way he was.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you mean the Picard behavior is not at all realistic for him as Picard, or because he's turning into a lemur. Because it wasn't Picard, he was being paranoid because of the thing.
Yeah, he was halfway through, and I was gonna comment on that scene where I was wondering, okay, is he actually trying to think of something here, or is he losing his fucking mind when he first started rambling? And that was fun to watch. I'm like, okay, is this still Picard here? And then he comes up with the mate situation thing with Troy. I'm like, okay, he's still there, but he's just behaving in that crazy way. But he's still there mentally, but he's freaking out about it.
Yeah, and then in terms of like the premise that you kind of restated a few times, like premise is ridiculous, scientifically preposterous, the devolution is absurd, whatever. I'm not going to argue any of that.
Yes.
But I think the core disagreement is just you said the episode is not entertaining. I thought this was one of the most entertaining episodes of the show. So that's just a core disagreement. It comes down to what you're entertained by, probably. I'm entertained by this 100%. So I love that. But at the end of the day, you're going to be entertained by what you're entertained by. So there's not really much to debate there.
Subjective. I mean, you can't debate that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you you're wrong.
I can tell you you're wrong.
I got a little drama wrestling with gaming. This is how you do a dumb and nonsensical episode and make it a blast to watch. Take notes, Masks and Sixto.
And Sixto, because they have a rivalry in the Bridge Crew Discord, because Sixto is a Masks enjoyer.
Love it. I'm a Tyrannus fan. My only real complaint here is that only one crewman died. With all that chaos, surely more got chomped by their shipmates. Worf alone would have probably eaten several. They didn't give a body count or a casualty count, so there could have, and it would have been a crazy, crazy visual if Picard and Data are walking through the darkened halls of the Enterprise, and there's just fucking bodies laid out. That would be crazy.
That would be cool. I do think just showing the one is enough as like proof of concept of like people are dying. Like that's enough. Look at this guy. People are dying.
Yeah.
Because they don't have, whether it's they don't have the time or they don't want to go through like putting all these dead people everywhere. So I'm fine with it. And also at the end of the day, I usually wouldn't defend this, but like at the end of the day, it is a TV show where the characters have to come back and not be completely destroyed and traumatized. So maybe don't have Worf on screen be responsible for like killing dozens of people. I mean, it's not even really confirmed he killed the guy in the chair in the front. No. I mean, you assume so, but I wouldn't want it to Worf to have to come back from that trauma of, I killed 37 members of the crew, even though it's not his fault. So there's that element too. But I'm glad that we saw the one dead guy, and it was funny to see him there, cross-eyed.
Yeah, that poor guy. But Troy said she's gonna have to be really busy for quite a little bit.
And that was just for Barkley.
Just for Barkley, yeah.
But I really loved this episode, and after Lower Decks, I was happy with that being the best one. This one now, I don't know what my favorite is, but at this point, obviously I want every episode to be good, but I've had more than my expectations exceeded with this last season already.
Yeah, and the list is forming in my brain already of where things are going to be. And I think number one is going to be the bonding.
Is the bonding.